We've made it to week number 11 of the NFL season, and right now there are a couple of teams that are considered to be elite, and two of those teams are playing this week, and us, the Thunderbirds, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, both teams being 7-2. And if you're wondering who some of the elite teams are in the NFL, well, here's a good look at them. So right now you have the Chargers at 9-0, the Saints are 7-1-1, and then there's a bunch of teams at 7-2, and the Texans, us, the Thunderbirds, the Browns, and the Steelers. And hopefully after this week we move on to be 8-2, and the Steelers get another loss in their record books. One of the biggest reasons that Pittsburgh is having a really good season is Big Ben Roethlisberger. This dude's 15 years into the league. Impressive at that. And look at his stats. Under 2,000 yards by a hair. He has 19 passing touchdowns and only two, count them, two interceptions on the entire season. Oh, and if you thought they were slouching on the ground, well, remember, Le'Veon Bell is still a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers in this universe, and he has almost 300 yards more than anyone else in the league right now. 9 rushing touchdowns and not a single fumble on the season. And the top receiver for Pittsburgh, the guy we got to shut down right now, is Juju Smith-Schuster. 50 catches for 506 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's no slouch. And Antonio Brown's still having a pretty good year. 42 catches for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. But right now, Juju is starting to emerge as the lead receiver for Pittsburgh. Now, it's going to be a tough game today against Pittsburgh because we got to travel all the way to Heinz Field and deal with that ridiculously good offense. And one thing we've kind of seen is that our defense, they're susceptible. They give up a lot of yards and sometimes a lot of points. We're a second half team, so I'm hoping the damage in the first half won't be that bad. We got to shut down Big Ben. We got to shut down Le'Veon. We got to shut down Juju and Antonio Brown. That's a lot of people to shut down. So look at the playoff picture right now. We're looking pretty good. We're 7-2, just like the other guys there, and we've got a good hold on our division at the moment. All right, let's see what we can do here. We got first down and 10. We got a lot of people out here in the slot. Big Ben will lay down in the backfield. Watch it across the middle here. They go to the outside and pull. Pull's gonna pick it off. Big Ben is washed, baby. He's gonna go all the way into the end zone on the first play of the game. We got this one easy. All right, look, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but Big Ben throwing a pick six in the first play of the game, did not expect that to happen. That just shows me that he's washed at this point. Now, they're obviously going to hand it off to Le'Veon, and that didn't end up either better for him. This is what I've been waiting for this defense for a long time, and finally they get a little cohesiveness, or maybe Big Ben just made a really bad mistake. I don't know. We're going to find out either way, but we're shutting down the run game right now. Third down, 9 yards to go. This is a beautiful start. We haven't seen our offense yet, but our defense at the moment is looking really, really good. So Big Ben with Le'Veon in the middle. Goes out here to the edge, and okay. Antonio Brown doing AB things. So Big Ben finally got his first completion in the game, and it went to obviously Antonio Brown, one of his favorite receivers. Juju Smith-Schuster not in on this play, but AB and Le'Veon Bell, they both are. Watching the underneath stuff, they go out to the out here. We're going to try to stop them, but they get another first down on back-to-back plays. So the game started off beautiful, and now Big Ben's redeemed himself a little bit. Mike Tomlin's been a little bit more better about how Big Ben's playing. Probably back to the passing game here, but we got to watch Le'Veon. Take a little bit of a run. We're going to try to get to the edge. Amos is going to get to him, but oh my God, Le'Veon's doing big things here. He jukes back inside. We finally wrap him up, but he gets down to the 20. Maybe Pittsburgh heard me yelling that Big Ben was washed and just talking a little bit too much trash because they seem to have fixed things, and they're playing a lot better at the moment. So we're going to try to get a blitz up the middle. Big Ben under center. And this is going to go through. They go to James Conner, but we stuff him for a loss of 1. I've blitzed a lot so far here, but honestly, it's kind of working, so we're going to keep going with it. Now, it's interesting that James Conner's still in the game. Maybe Le'Veon just got hurt. So we got third down and 12. I have no idea if the league's leading rusher is out of the game or what's happening. Just kidding. He's back in the game right now, so we've got to watch him in the passing game. Obviously, he's dangerous there. At a receiver, deep, we covered him. We got lots of people here. Gaines goes up. Big Ben's second interception of the game, and we could not run it out, or we could go ahead and try to run it. And oh, Gaines. Gaines has some. We better get 2 pick sixes right here. Gaines has no way. You know, Big Ben hasn't seen a treadmill in about 7 years. We're going to go all the way to the house. Ryan Switzer's the only guy that could get him, and he cannot. The offense hasn't seen the field yet because we have 2 pick sixes. What is going on? Right now, Demetrius Maddox and, Devonta Royster and Eli Rogers, that whole offensive team is just out there saying, can we get on the field at some point soon? As of right now, it's not looking likely because Pittsburgh keeps making bad plays and we keep running them to the house. A little nervous here because we do have single coverage. Yeah, we're trying to get a blitz going. Good stop so far. Oh, they got double coverage out here. This one's up at 3 picks. Big Ben, you're trash. So for the first time today, we're going to see our offense on the field, and I'm really shocked at how good this is the best our defense has ever played. Like, we have more interceptions, I think, in this first quarter than I think we might have had all season long so far. Now, Royster went right through the middle. He got a big first down, and we needed that. We got to show that the offense has, been waiting to get on the field, and they're going to do pretty well, too. Tight end across the middle looking wide open here. We're going to find O.J. Howard who's going to try to break the tackle, but they drop him at the 32. I'm just unbelievably hyped because this is the most dominant we have ever looked. Obviously, the first year of the franchise was terrible, and here in the second year, we're killing it. So going back to the run. Going to find a hole here for Royster. Royster is not going to run over the safety, and he gets dropped for about 7. We're going to put Maddox back in the center, go to a single back formation. Low halfback toss, never hurt anybody but the defense. And Royster, he could have probably went to the edge, but he saw he could guarantee the first down if he cut it back up. 1st and 10 here in the red zone now. So we'll play action fake, bringing that linebacker some. We got a guy floating. We're going to try to reach out to him here. We're going to find Eli Rogers wide open for another touchdown, and not 1, not 2, but a 3-touchdown lead in the first quarter. Now, with under 3 minutes left, Pittsburgh is finally getting some momentum going, and look where they are. They're in scoring position now. It's been a while since they've really seen themselves there. Last time they were here, Big Ben, you know, threw an interception, so they opt to run it, and he goes nowhere. 2-minute warning's about to come up. Pittsburgh again in shotgun with Le'Veon in the backfield. Little halfback draw, was not expecting that, but we still shut it down. So with 3rd down and 11, we would love to make sure that Pittsburgh does not get a touchdown here. So we're going to get a little bit of a blitz in, try to make Big Ben uncomfortable, and make sure he throws an errant pass, which could be an interception yet again. Now, Le'Veon's going out to the outside. He's kind of a mismatch out there, so I'm a little nervous about that. Trying to get the blitz in. A quick pass across the middle goes to Juju, who is going to drop it, and it's field goal time for Pittsburgh. All right, so we're going to look to try to get the block in here. We're going to try to scream off the edge, see if they can actually get this one to drop. There we go. Kick's going to be up. This one is closed. That one goes down the middle, and Pittsburgh is finally on the board. We've got just under 2 minutes left, and I don't want to turn the ball over at all. I want to play it smart, get some points if possible. Even a field goal would be good, because we have a 3-score lead still, and honestly, that's a beautiful thing that I do not want to ruin. Now, Devonta Royster tries to get some movement going, but only gets 5. I think my other real fear is that we haven't really done too much on offense. Yes, the running game has been good, the passing game has been okay, but we're at a spot where we could be in a whole lot of trouble if we don't get something going quickly, and that was almost a pick. So here we are, 3rd and 5, a minute 23 left. We still can do something big here, but we just got to get close. Now, I got Zeolfs in the slot, kind of like that. Maybe Rodgers deep at the safety bite. Safety did not bite. Oh, underneath right here, Z. Alston. What an almost big play by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Z. Alston finally gets a catch today. Maddox is going to try to make quick work of this defense here. Dropping back again. So they might have a guy here in the curl route. He's going to try to get over to the sideline. He's got his guy in Rodgers, and Rodgers holds it in at the 38. Okay, scratch what I said about the passing game. We're looking pretty solid at the moment. So under a minute left. Maddox again driving the offense down the field. Okay. Not so good. That was a big sack there by Bud Dupree in Pittsburgh, so they're finally feeling good. Blitz across the middle means the guy's going to be wide open, and it's Braxton Miller. Look, 3rd down, 30 seconds left. We're going to take our first timeout. Remember, I'm perfectly fine with just getting a field goal here, but we're going to try to test him a little bit on defense. Got Maddox dropping back. He's going to be wide open for a bootleg here. He can throw it down the field deep, and Maddox says, don't mind me. I'm going to run real quick, get out of bounds, and we got a whole new set to play with here. That was a big play there by Maddox. Got ourselves the first down inside the red zone now. But we got one-on-one here with Rodgers. We're going to throw it up here. He's got room, and it's batted away at the last second. 2nd and 10. Still plenty of time here. Do not want to turn it over. We need at least a field goal out of this. Oh, look at this. Double motion coming through, and Eli Rogers, not 1, but 2 touchdowns today, and Pittsburgh. Where's your defense at? So we're going into halftime, and keep in mind, these are 2 7-2 teams, but it doesn't feel like that because we are blowing them out of the water right now. So Pittsburgh has a lot of work to do right now. We're here at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, and they're down 25 points. Not something I think they imagine themselves to be in today, but our defense has played lights out. And our offense had a couple of missteps, but I think for the most part, they've been really good. We've got a couple touchdowns from them. Things are looking good. Big Ben is out here throwing dots to AB, and they get a 14-yard pickup. But honestly, to me, this shows that if the right defense goes against Big Ben, he can't be counted on. He's been in the league a long time, and I don't know if he's really been training as hard as he should be because we are just eviscerating him right now. And the other key important factor is because Big Ben has been literal garbage today with 3 interceptions and an under 50% completion rate. We've been able to blitz a lot, which means that Le'Veon Bell's running lanes have just not been there. Speaking of blitzes, we're doing it again, and Edmonds is going to sack him. And Big Ben just had his 4th turnover of the game. So as I was talking about Big Ben being kind of at the twilight of his career, he shows it there with a fumble. So on the 16-yard line, halfback toss to Devonta Royster. He's going to try to get to the edge. He's going to turn up a little bit, but he's brought down for a loss of 1. Got 2nd and 11 here, 17-yard line. Maddox back in shotgun, lots of time here. He's got his guy underneath me, throws it to Ryan Shazier. And the first turnover of the game for the Thunderbirds happens to go to Ryan Shazier. So that wasn't exactly ideal, and now Pittsburgh has the momentum they've been looking for. And they go out here to the flats, and They may have just ruined all their momentum with the 2-yard loss. 2nd and 11 after they lost the yard there. Again, Le'Veon Bell, the only guy in the backfield. We're trying to get him, and we destroy him again. I mean, right now, Le'Veon Bell's averaging about 2.5 yards per carry. This is not an ideal game for him. Big Ben, you've seen his stats, not an ideal game for him either. And our defense, it's been an ideal game for them. Underneath route here, we're going to try again with Schuster. He's going to get dropped after he shakes Poole, and Big Ben's 9 for 20 for 103. The last time we had the ball, we threw a pick, so let's avoid doing that by running the ball and hope to see some progress, but we're stopped at the line of scrimmage. We got 2nd and 9, again a 25-point lead, so I don't really feel that bad at the moment because we're carving up this defense. And that was the first target of Zay Jones the entire game, and that was his 25th catch of the season. So while he's not our main guy, I mean, he's still doing pretty well. And speaking of doing pretty well, Maddox is another first down on the scramble. Going under center now for Maddox. A minute left here in the 3rd quarter. He's got his guy real quick underneath. Zay Jones gets hit for his 2nd target, and there's no way he was catching that one. After a pretty bad pass to Zay Jones, which he had no business catching, we know that our boy Maddox to do a better job of, you know, not leading receivers, getting hung out to dry. So look at Rodgers again, ready to go, and he's going to find himself a first down at the 12. Eli Rodgers already has 2 touchdowns in the day, and he's picking up a lot of steam at the moment. But now, got Zay Jones coming across. Everybody's going to the left, basically. Play action fake, see if we get him a sellout. It's going to be close. We got him room to the right. We're going to try to run, but someone was really close to sacking us. 2nd and 10, 10 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Might have our guy open in OJ Howard. He's going to be right there. We got him, and his first touchdown of the game. We'll take it. What's the score? A lot to a little. If you had told me at the start of the game that we would hold Pittsburgh to 3 points through basically 3 quarters entering the 4th, I would have said you were crazy, but somehow that's the weird universe that we're in right now. 2nd and 10 now. Watch all these guys underneath again, and we just smother them. They have nowhere to run. So 3rd and 7, we're going to go ahead and get a blitz in here. Big Ben has not handled that well at all today. Neither has the offensive line at the moment. Chain race coming through. He's going to try to get to him, and he does. 6 minutes left. We've got 35 points. I would love to put up a 40 burger on him, but our running game is kind of getting shut down lately. In an effort to milk the clock and be a little bit safe and to make Devonta Royster happy, we're going right back to the running game here. He's got plenty of room. Look at the big fella. He gets us only about 3 or 4. We got a big 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Not the best situation, but the good news is they're actually going to press Eli Rodgers. So if he's open deep, we're going to go ahead and chuck it up and just see if our dreams cannot be dreams. Now, unfortunately, they're going to watch him. So we're going to say just watch our quarterback as he runs out of bounds for a gain of 13. And while this game's a blowout, we have a chance to get our 20th touchdown pass this season for our quarterback, Mr. Maddox. So we're going to go out to the edge here. Royce is running all over the defense at the moment. It's finally a good run from him after so many duds. One of the craziest stats, too, is Pittsburgh is actually the #1 defense in points allowed. And we've given him 35 points today. We're trying to give him 42 now. Again, Maddox is going to roll. He's got his guys. We're trying to make a decision here. He's got him open, but he threw it after the line of scrimmage, and you already know what that is. It's a penalty against us. So Mike Tomlin actually declined the penalty, which I guess takes it down away from us, but doesn't push us any further back. So is that a sign of defeat? It might be. Now we got a guy open. It's going to be close. Howard almost had it, but he bobbled it. So it's 3rd and 10. We're trying to get Maddox his 20th touchdown pass of the season. Honestly, I kind of want it right now. I feel like we can actually get it. It's just going to be tough. He drops back again. The only guy back here. If he'd have had his guy continue to run, he'd have been fine. He's going to see if he can flow one. Good news is he completed it. Bad news is he went to TJ Watt. With 41 seconds left, we've got an opportunity for touchdown pass number 20, or interception number 3 of the game. I'm hoping it's more so the touchdown pass here. So Maddox under center. Drops back. He's got a guy. He's going to throw it in. It's interception number 3. So touchdown pass number 20 didn't come today for Demetrius Maddox. What did happen, though, was not 1, not 2, but 3 interceptions. So Maddox's game was significantly better than Ben Roethlisberger, but it was still trash in a lot of different ways. He was 12 for 24, 186 yards, and then he was 50% completion rate with 3 touchdowns, which is good, but 3 interceptions, which is really bad. Big Ben, when you see in his stats, a 25 QB rating, not so good. Even though we didn't have to run it a ton today, Devonta Royster still went 14 attempts for 96 yards. Not any touchdowns, but Le'Veon Bell, the league's leading rusher, we held him to 41 yards on 13 attempts for no touchdowns. I'll take that. In the air wasn't a ton to be really happy about, but Vance McDonald went 4 for 25 for them. Eli Rodgers, by far our best receiver today, who was pretty dominant in the first half and non-existent in the second half, went 4 for 79. Antonio Brown had some big ones, but OJ Howard bobbled 1 touchdown pass, but caught another, so I'll give him a break. Defensively, a lot of people to be happy about. Brian Poole had an interception and a tackle for loss with 6 to go along with that. Micah Hyde, 6 tackles. We saw an interception by EJ Gaines, and I believe we had one other one by Jordan Poyer as well. Today's game was a dominant one, and I'm happy about that. The first half was so good, I couldn't believe how much we were going to do in the second half. But then in the second half, we just turned the ball over and let ourselves down. But still, walked out with what is the most important thing out there, which is a W. But I gotta hope that our boy Demetrius Maddox can play a little bit better, that Devonta Royster can find the end zone, that our defense can keep up that pressure, because if we do, I see a Super Bowl in our future.